Fifth. So this week's meditation is on the elements and what Odin has to say about them in the Hávamál. For the most part, the elements are talked about from the physical side of things. Only in a few areas, like the Rúnatal aspect, talks about some spell work that we can work with. Also, there's a few references, for instance, to sea and land, and to pin in relation to a person's capacity for wisdom. Also, there's a couple references to fire and its connection to gaining wisdom, in particular with regards to gathering in the hall and torchlight, and how wisdom is passed from one torch to another, or from one person to another. Besides those, for the most part, the elements, and when I talk about the elements, I'm not talking necessarily about the ancient Greeks' primal elements, which is fire, water, air, and earth. And later on, people put ether or spirit into that. But as far as I understand, there's no real reference to primal elements besides ice and fire and void. There's one reference to a giant's children and the name for ocean, air, and fire, which I'll reference in the notes. But beyond that, generally the elements are just considered from the capacity of how we benefit from them. So fire gives us light and warmth and opportunity for communion at night. Water is good for washing up. Besides, there's a few references in aligning ourselves with the elements. For instance, when chopping wood, to chop with the wind, so it blows the tree in the direction that we want to go. There's quite a few stanzas that talk about the destructive nature and the uncertainty of the elements. For instance, fire and burning down our houses, ice and it's we don't know if it's like one day old ice. Do we know it's good? And only after it's been tested. The winds and the waves and their ability to take down ships. See, there is one stanza that's kind of talks about fun in the sense that we should skate on the ice, that's kind of cool. Yeah. So that's basically the gist of some of the themes that are talked about in regards to the elements. And so till next time, be blessed and be well.